Yes, my man.
Oh, what are you doing, Sage?
Whoa. Wow.
Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Boys, male children of the Reject Nation, no girls allowed. We're watching season 5, episode 4. I'm just kidding. Everyone, girls get it done. Greg, how are you?
I have a little bit of a headache, but I'm also excited, and feelings can coexist. How are you, Coy?
Feeling like I'm just realizing that the boys might be a play on X-Men because men, boys, and I don't think after 20 years of reading this comic ago, I put that together.
John.
And somehow you can swap the out for an X. We brought it all the way full circle. We're going to do a gentle reaction today for your head's sake. Let's do this thing.
It's a calm show.
It's a calm show, and we're going to watch it right now on everyone's favorite home delivery service.
Wow.
Homelander?
Oh, golly.
Bug! What's that smell?
Oh, it might be my new perfume line. It's generally secret.
Generally secret.
That's my father, a soldier boy. I can smell him all over you.
Right, of course, because we was just,
We hugged.
I need you for something.
You do?
Oh, no.
I have received the most wonderful message. I was visited.
Oh, my God.
By an angel, and she foretold
You really cracked.
It's amazing.
my destiny.
He's here to evangelize.
And what is it?
God.
Sir, that is wonderful. There is no higher calling than serving the Lord.
No. Serving the Lord.
Yes, my man.
Her trying to stay calm.
I am the Messiah. I'm the Savior of the world.
Goddamn right you are, Homelander.
Messiah.
I am Jesus.
Congrats.
Oh, your poor heart.
It's so hard to stay calm.
I suffered so many hardships, and I couldn't understand why. But you always saw it, didn't you?
True believer, firecracker.
And that is why I have chosen you.
Be the first apostle.
Spread the word.
Yep.
You are the Peter of this church.
How?
Well, we control the most powerful media apparatus on Earth.
He would. He cares about that deeply.
What do you say?
Well, you know I would do anything for you.
Lord.
Thank you.
Ooh. So much mileage out of this cue. Crisis of faith. I like it.
He's healing up.
Back from the dead? Oh, easy does it. Easy.
Have a spot of tea.
This is a bit like that Empire Strikes Back film, isn't it?
Never saw it.
What? Bollocks, I showed it to you.
No, you showed me Star Wars, and Mom never let me watch any of them. They're with that guy from Regarding It.
Regarding enemy. Let's go.
Fucking Harrison Ford.
Young Luke, hops in his spaceship, goes off to a barney with his old man Duff.
You just spoiled the Empire Strikes Back. No!
The point is, you should have waited till we got the virus sorted. This is a war.
Casually.
And you're the best weapon we got, but you ain't no use to anyone if you go put yourself into a body bag.
At least I was brave enough to try.
Well, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, son.
You don't give a shit about me.
Brought you back here for a reason.
Yeah, I'll fetch you some more water.
Water will heal him.
The water of life.
Homelander could turn that water into wine now.
Biblical.
Teenagers.
That's someone's superpower. Oh, no. He f***ed off. Oh, yeah. The sign language is back.
When they need to be discreet.
It's nice to see.
Oh, check you out.
Salt and
Salt and pepper, classic logo too.
Frenchie, how long till we got a dose big enough?
Weeks at least.
Okay, then we should go to Fort Harmony now.
That place got shut down 80 years ago.
Oh.
If we get the V1 first, we save Annie, we save Kimiko, we save you. If Homelander gets it, he's immortal. Virus is useless, and we're sideways. So who wants to go to...
That sounds safe.
Clearfield.
Who's gonna take care of Ryan?
He's gone. He legged it.
Wonder whose fault that is.
Well, I wouldn't be throwing stones if I were you, mate. Unless you can tell us where Starlight is.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah.
Right. Let's get cracking.
Huey pushed Starlight away. That's why.
How did you find me?
I've been looking for months. You are really good at hiding. It has been 20 years, and that's the first thing that you have to say to me?
What should I say?
Welcome back, Annie.
Dad?
Whoa. She has a brosive.
Damn. Chromacopia.
Annie, this is your brother, Mason.
It's simple, Mr. President. You defund the public schools and give vouchers for the Homelander Freedom Academies. You don't want kids reading about gay penguins.
A real phone call now happening in these United States.
Let me be clear. Nobody summons me. The last time I let a black woman boss me around was Nell Carter with a ring.
Let's go, Crisco.
We cannot furnish your trailer with, quote, a big bowl of cocaine.
It's in my rider.
It's in my rider.
I think I can have whatever the I want.
You're welcome to take it up with Homelander when he gets back from Fort Harmony.
What did you say that name?
Yeah.
Fort Harmony.
Homelander and Stan Edgar had a good heart-to-heart, and we think there's a strong chance of finding V1 at Fort Harmony.
Oh, great.
Isn't that where Dr. Vought first injected you?
Oh, what are you doing, Sage?
Plant the seeds.
Maybe you could go with him. Show him where to look. After all, it knows that place better than you.
Sage.
Love you so much, Sage.
This is the most she's acted like herself.
It's weird. No birds or animals. It's like.
You know, I had to park on the other side of the state, didn't you?
Yep. They are always.
Whoa, it's a graveyard.
Yeah, I was wondering about this corpse.
Not really my type, son.
You'll get there.
Based on the decomp, these bodies have been here a while.
Something ripped them apart.
Good observation.
He's a detective, Mother's Milk.
Let's get a move on, then. Didn't come out here to get bumped by Bigfoot.
Dude, there's got to be a Bigfoot hero in this universe.
I trusted you.
He is
so
talking
now you
now.
can talk, huh? You think going full method is easy? I have given everything to this role, and you straight up me over.
Wait, are you still butthurt about me bringing in Stan Edgar?
I thought we were friends. I had your back every time people laughed at how stupid you are.
Uh-oh.
You are.
How your powers are a joke.
Nobody says that. Well, let's not make a federal case out of this, Bro v. Wade. I needed to run from Homelander. Edgar was it. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Doggy dog.
Oh, so that's how it is, huh? You better watch your back.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do about it? Homelander's stoked about Edgar. He loves me right now.
Yeah.
You really think you're more important to him than his own father?
Oh, man, they're creating, like, inner conflict here between the seven.
You're super scream. We really gotta get you a stronger ball gag.
The way you punish my sin pit ain't no ball gag in the world.
Sin
Oh
pit.
my God. When Sage said I should marry you for the optics, I hung up on her. But I do love busting gushers all over your pathetic worm face.
Oh, baby.
I like that they get along.
I gotta run. I forgot I have a meeting with the worship team.
He's lying. The church is bankrupt.
Wait, what?
The church is bankrupt?
What? Who?
How deep in the hole are you?
Just 150 million.
Holy crap.
You were supposed to get me a 12-point bump with evangelicals not hauled before Congress.
Hey, what happened to how much you love busting gushers on my face?
That was before you turned me into Tammy Faye. Chris Hayes is gonna have a field day.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Oh my God.
You're the emissary of God.
Yeah.
Speaking of God.
Any sign of super...
Could already be inside.
Well, let's find out.
That would be your superhero name.
Super good.
Yes. We'll stop you
I
right
learned
there,
the YouTube.
Coy.
I did the YouTube.
I almost died, but she made it all about her and she took off. I mean, last year I got bad touched by a shapeshifter and she still found a way to make it about her.
Damn.
She can be such a...
I mean, she was, like, kidnapped and tortured.
Yeah, that's pretty selfish there, Huey.
Jesus, sorry, I didn't mean for that to come out so harsh.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a lot of death.
Are we the beast enjoyed in a amuse-bouche, perhaps?
Amuse-bouche.
Explains why we didn't hit no animals.
I said that 10 minutes ago.
But I arrived at it independently.
It's nice to finally meet you.
So you knew about this?
Uh-oh.
You know what's funny? I must have asked you like 100 times to go to Botland, but you always said the roller coasters would make you nauseous.
He said that?
Oh, wow.
Couldn't get him off that thing.
Oh, no.
Stop talking. Stop talking. What are you doing? You're not helping.
Read the room.
How's your mom?
She's okay. She's in hiding, but she's okay. You're a cop?
Deputy.
The real hero.
So, does that mean you're rounding up Starlighters?
You mean
Here we go.
we're all good with serving tea to the soup serial killer in our living room?
That's enough.
Jesus, kid.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've put you guys in danger just by being here. You're right. Keeping me secret. Let's just go.
Annie, wait. I'm making a stroganoff. Well, it's hamburger helper, but have dinner with us. Wash your clothes. Take a shower. No offense, but you could use one.
That's offensive.
Blue Sky Day. No bad ideas. Just gotta sell Homelander as our Lord and Savior.
What if he performed a miracle on live TV?
He could part the Red Sea and send some refugees back where they came from.
Wow.
The bad version is he turns water into wine.
Playing a quick game of opposites here. What if it was something not f***ing terrible?
Jesus.
People meet their new God in person, huh?
Yeah.
Selfies with God.
Selfies with God.
Put him on a throne on the Temple Mount. That is your poster right there. Amen.
Amen.
And for the record, Homelander is 100% God.
Yesterday you told me you wouldn't help me. Firecracker said you looked up to me. Guess you're not a complete idiot.
Yep.
That worked.
I never said that. You want my help or not?
It worked for Homelander. That's great.
When Clara Vought's name came up, I got the impression you knew her.
Uh-oh.
I f***ed her once or twice, that's all.
Oh, no.
What? You did? I guess we're related in more ways than one.
Hell yeah, buddy.
That's how they're doing that comic storyline.
Where is she? Dead?
Yeah.
Suicide? Oh, shit. She'd never offer some. Yeah, well, she did.
Well, the Reich was dying, so...
Did you see a body?
What?
For a while.
Would this be the divide? The next divide with them?
Blueprints.
And there's a labyrinth of hallways and rooms underground.
There's the lab. If the V1 is here, that's where it should be.
Blueprints? Oh, fucking magic.
I just said that. Are you ever gonna fucking listen to me?
As soon as you say something worth listening to, love.
Bro.
Why do you have to be such an asshole?
Well, finally twigged now, have you?
No, you remind me every day. Oh, real Father of the Year getting Ryan to fight your battles for you.
Dude.
Look what you did to MF.
Fuck did he do to me?
And the worst part, you let him do it, you fucking...
Whoa.
Something is wrong here. This fucking nonce just called you. Gonna let him get away with it.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking do it, Em. Do it.
Is something happening beyond a psychological blow-up?
I don't need you to translate for me anymore. I'm not your fucking pet.
Nah, but he liked you better when you were a dumb animal.
How is Frenchie immune right now?
Can you not see there is something strange about this place?
Yeah.
Focus. V1. Huh?
Has Frenchie just done enough drugs that he's immune to whatever this is?
He's pickled. He's like Keith Richards.
In this house, we believe in Homelander.
New boss of the department made everybody put him up. The answer to a soup named Livewire now.
Livewire.
And the other deputies?
They think that Starlighters are coming for their kids.
But that's a lie that Vought sells.
I know that.
Then why don't you say anything?
You're gonna die.
He's only human.
I'm not proud of it, Annie. But I have a family to protect.
Ooh, deep line there.
I came here to get, some answers and some closure before time runs out, but
Not what you expected.
after you left, I told myself that you didn't want kids, but maybe you just didn't want me.
I mean, Mom said you just couldn't handle all the Vought stuff.
Have a seat.
Hey, Train.
Oh, I was hoping that's what it was.
Aw.
He kept tabs.
You did care.
An Avengers poster.
This movie was shit.
I did consider asking you for my money back. I didn't always approve of the choices you made, but I was always proud of you. Maybe even more proud when you quit.
Hell yeah, Dad.
Why did you leave?
The first time I saw your mother was on a church mission, El Salvador. We were young, wanted to save the world.
Oh.
We were so happy when you came along. And your mom was dead certain that giving you V was gonna give you a better life, better than a payphone repairman could give you.
Oh, jeez.
She asked me, do you know how we can really change the world? Raise a superhero.
So you got on board.
Sales pitch.
Until she started telling you were chosen by God.
The complimentary B story.
I couldn't keep lying to you, so I left.
You never even reached out.
To do what? Shatter your dreams? Keep lying to you?
I'd have taken either. I needed you.
If I could go back and change things, I would.
There's got to be some guy who can help with that.
I should have been there for you. Should have stood up for you. I'm sorry I left, Annie.
It runs in the family, I guess.
What do you mean?
It's much more nuanced than I expected.
Same.
I flipped out the other day and I ditched someone I really love. It's like he's my heart walking on the outside, and if they got to him, it's like,
Annie.
He's your canary.
People we love aren't a weakness. They're the reason that we fight.
Is it all right if I talk to him?
Of course. Just knock first.
Say what?
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Oh, golly.
They've been here a minute, haven't they?
Decades.
Man.
Look at their knives.
Hunt.
These men, they kill each other. What if there is a monster here, but it's us?
The beast within.
It's a parasite in cat shit. It can infect humans. Makes them react with explosive anger.
You think we ate cat shit?
So defensive.
Their spores fills us with rage. Whoa. We murder each other.
It is The Last of Us.
It is.
Plant food for these vines.
The video game version.
Okay, so like The Last of Us?
Yeah.
It's just The Walking Dead with mushrooms.
Shots fired.
These hunters, surely you all see how strangely you've been acting.
Us. I've seen you blow cocaine up your hole.
Copious amounts of drugs I've taken for decades has surely altered my brain chemistry.
Yes, you.
Hell yeah,
Frenchie's pickled.
You two survive this war, I'll give this 6 months tops.
You know who it is. We'll have to have a tussle.
Let's fucking go.
No, man. You're too butchery about this.
Neither of you are thinking straight.
Get that fucking gun out of my face, Frenchie.
That ain't gonna do shit to me, Sonny.
No, but I will.
Oh, no.
Homelander and Soldier Boy kill you, then kill us. Then if there's any V1 here, it's Homelander's. Does that make your family safe? Is that the revenge you seek?
Oh, come on.
Does that make things right for Becca?
What a great way to give Frenchie an episode.
Fine.
It's working overtime.
For reals.
It's deer urine. Hunters use it to attract prey, but we will use it to hide our scent from Homelander.
You spray that shit on me, and I'll rip your fucking head off.
Counting on no goddamn deer piss to save our asses.
No.
Oh, boy.
Right, Noir?
Fuck you.
Looks like you hit the wrong button there, Brosif.
Bitch. Says what?
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 I knew it'd be like a Manasport kid.
I just want to talk.
Wow. All the posters.
Wow.
Your picture was never up there.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Oh, yep.
I don't put traitors on my wall.
What they say about me, none of it's true.
Do you mean the part that you blew your way into the 7? Or that you're a terrorist who traffics children?
So that's like a hard no on getting into the back of my van?
You're like the FBI's most wanted.
FBI's most wanted is your sister. So you can keep being an asshole about it, or we can also talk about it.
Is there a third option?
Option C. The rundown.
Let me guess. Chocolate cream filled every Thursday morning, right? Dad used to take me before school. It's one of the things I miss the most, actually. I think he was just taking me as his beard.
Yeah, I feel like he's giving me diabetes.
Oh, the healing can begin.
Maybe some motherfucker beat us to it. Not too long ago, neither. They punched 80 years of rust right off the safe. Now, how many soups do we know that can punch this hard?
Dozen, maybe more.
Heroin.
Heroin. Of course he would fucking know that.
But whose heroin is it?
Punched like a bleeding sledgehammer. And a taste for fucking smack.
Bomb site.
No one has seen Bomb Site for decades.
Oh, bomb site.
You mean Bomb Sight from Soldier Boy's first team? Wouldn't he have already been shot up with V1? What's he need more for?
Does it fade? You're not John Goodman.
Sorry, what?
I got a call from Mason.
Yep, there it is.
She's my daughter.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, can he ever fucking lie?
She's a serial killer.
She's not. I promise you.
I don't think he makes it out of the episode.
Probably not. He had a death look this whole time.
I am not dying in a prison camp over this.
I gotta take her in.
Prove his love.
How are you going to take her in?
Hands up right now.
I don't think so. Walk away.
Ed, put it down. I said now.
Prove your love for her.
Oh no, this sucks.
Warning you.
I said walk away.
Will the both of you fucking stop?
Dude, kid.
After Pam died, you ate dinner here for how many months?
Yeah, and you lied to my face the whole time.
I know you're scared. I'm scared too, but what Vot's been making us do, pulling people out of their homes.
Ooh.
You know it's wrong.
You know where.
Annie's my daughter, and I love her. I should have stood up for her a long time ago.
Oh.
She's not what they say she is. She's a good person, Ed. And if good people stop trying to do the right thing, then what the hell chance do we have?
I don't know. This guy's way too indoctrinated.
Yeah, there's no chance.
She better be gone in an hour, or I swear to God, I'm coming back with live wire. I'm hauling you both in.
Thank you.
Damn.
They're right above us.
Oh, we best get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
What about the V1?
Bomb site has a V1, then it saves us from having to torch it.
What are you talking about? Who's us?
Mm.
We need it to save Annie and Kimiko. You've been planning this whole time, haven't you?
Sounds like MM was on this side, too.
And if she has to be collateral damage so that Homelander dies and my daughter lives, we ain't got no fucking choice.
Easy for you to say. It won't fucking kill you.
No, guys.
Butcher, I cheered when I found out that you were dying, because at least we'd finally be done with your miserable ass.
Oh, boy.
I was wrong. If there was anything human in there, it's dead. Underneath that chest full of octococks.
Maybe I like it better.
The parasite's not just in you, it is you. You're the cancer.
Lower your voices.
Guys.
How can Homelander not hear them?
Yeah.
And what you gonna do about it?
I'll fucking kill you.
Whoa. Dang.
And there's no way.
Please, calm down.
Oh, no.
Emotional disruption.
Come on, MM. I mean, if Butcher will let you.
Wow.
Please stop!
God, the fucking Soldier Boy and Homelander are just gonna be standing here watching this.
Yeah, at any moment.
Oi! Where'd you think you're going?
Love especially devilish Butcher.
I read your classified file. Your brother won a Silver Star for bravery at Anzio, and that's what made you beg your father to buy you a spot.
Damn.
You were so fucking petrified that they had to strap you to the table. And you pissed yourself, crying for your mommy.
Oh.
They gave you the world, and you deserve nothing.
You've been locked.
Shithole now.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Oh, well done.
I'll be out of here in 30 seconds. Maybe, maybe not.
Whoa.
It's enriched uranium.
Kryptonite.
Good luck, though, getting out of a soup-proof cell while you're bleeding out of your ass.
Oh.
Well, where are you going?
Damn.
I like that this season they're like, let's go fungal, let's go religious. let's bring in every possible thing we haven't done yet.
Dieu.
He did the
What
sign of the
causes
cross.
Frenchie to pray?
Come and have a go.
Someone strapped to the fungi.
No way.
Oh, if only the world could see you now.
Yeah, live stream this shit.
You got a better.
Wow.
Did your dad put you in timeout?
Yep.
What's the matter? Can't got your tongue? If you did get the juice in you, you think that makes you a god, don't you?
I'm already God. Shut up.
How pointed that is.
Even if you had a billion twats gargling your bunnocks and singing Hosanna, you still wouldn't be happy. Because deep down, you're just a weak, thin-skinned, needy little boy.
Yeah.
I you beat the shit out of your own son.
Yeah.
Don't get weaker than that.
True that, boy.
Brian is alive because he's strong, because he's my son, son of God.
How's about I go fetch the virus, and then we'll watch you shit your fucking spine out.
Is that really, I mean, that'd be pretty sick to see in this universe.
You don't have it, do you? The virus.
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't I?
No, you would have used it by now.
No.
I'm gonna fillet you alive. You, Starlight, all the non-believers. You're all gonna fucking drown in your own blood.
I promise you.
Anointed.
Before I die, I'll fucking have you.
You're all fucking paste.
Paste.
I can take what's mine, and that makes this whole fucking shitball my birthright.
Wow, dude.
My destiny.
Ew. I love that.
I love how much he believes it.
Butcher figured him out entirely, and then Homelander in the last second figured him out.
Sneaking mission. Whoa! Wow! Christ the Lord!
Actually shot.
Yeah, I cannot believe those contact.
That's gonna suck in the shoulder. Damn.
It's crazy that Huey was able to get one up on him.
Damn, dude, no. Ugh. Damn. Come on. Nope. Nope. Yeah, nope. Nope, and right out of there.
No!
Not in the furnace.
That is hilarious. What did Frenchie see?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a sentient? Oh.
He's luring him to it.
Yeah, to fight it, whatever it is.
Smart French. Dude, Frenchie MVP this episode.
Yeah, I love that he gets one.
My God.
Bomb site?
Quinn.
You know this man? You were a doctor of what's trials together.
Figures this would be you, you ugly piece of shit.
It's all extended from him.
You still fucking hate me, don't you?
This creature is nothing but hate. It makes us hate. He's the cause of all of this.
Woof.
You are the only one who can end it. Put a stop to his misery.
How?
No, God, no. No, I like him like this.
Break the cycle.
Oh, I didn't deserve what I got, huh? Fuck you! Fuck you! Because I still got it! I got all of it! I fucking won!
I've seen so much combat now.
If you won't kill him, all of us will die.
No, except for you.
He was a real soldier. You were just a boy playing dress up. But you got to be the hero. Well, he got to be this.
You're gonna get yourself killed, Frenchie.
Yeah, dude, it's a dangerous game.
You are nothing but a coward.
Smart, smart, smart. You guys were both in the blast radius.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Is Frenchie okay?
Oh, God.
Feel that bullet wound?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking sorry.
Wow. The scowl.
Hell yeah.
By my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need. A little bit.
I'm Mambo number 5.
Little bit of storm front in the sun. Little bit of firecracker can't go wrong.
That was the best stroganoff I have ever had.
It definitely wasn't, but that's kind of you.
They do this in an hour?
Yeah, you gotta get out of there.
You have something you want to say?
I'll call the cops again.
I'm sorry.
Good. But you're grounded till you're 20.
Yeah, PSA or something.
Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't give up on the people you love, all right?
This went so against expectations.
I think it's such a dark show, we just assume, and I'm still worried until she's safe. And they're safe.
Oh, he did it.
Turn that thing off.
The V1 wasn't here.
Are you crying?
Just do it already.
Why does he think he was crying?
Thank you. We wouldn't have made it out if you hadn't stepped up.
Taking charge was the most horrible thing I've ever done. Never let me do it again.
Nah, you're good at it.
You've grown.
I can be whatever you need.
The reason I can speak now, it's because I did so much work to let go of my chaos.
My past, my trauma.
The thing is, you love chaos, which is fine, but I can't go back to that.
I need to be regulated.
I mean, you're kind of in the thick of it right now.
So where does that leave us?
I don't feel like that was a truly fair assessment.
No, there's more to that convo. We'll come back to later.
God, good thing Annie wasn't at that thing.
Yeah.
She would have murdered some people.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left you. I should have been here.
Actually, I'm so glad you weren't super good at this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, you picked the perfect mission to skip out on.
Footage from the spinoff show?
Definitely.
That's shot, I said.
Hey,
I think that was in...
don't tell me you didn't mean it,
That bunny shirt.
'Cause I sure as hell meant every fucking word I
That
said.
footage was in season
So
3.
we got a problem.
We cool, man.
Always.
We cool.
Uh-oh. Some of that stuff Huey said, I don't know.
What are you doing?
Just thinking.
The shit show is on.
Oh, no.
Oh, Father, to make major announcement.
Please replace the crucifix.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
This day in the history of Samaritan's Embrace. Can I get an amen?
Well, it's inside a big O.
I mean, I love all this, but don't you believe in Jesus?
Now I believe in Homelander.
She's lying. No shit.
Excuse me?
Today, we set America back on its true course. Brothers and sisters, we commit ourselves to a divine rebranding.
Yeah.
Starting today, Samaritan's Embrace becomes the Democratic Church of America.
Oh, America.
He is not just a man. He's not just a Superman.
A Superman.
Omni-Man.
He is the prophet of America. He is the prophet.
Does he just send sound waves? Or do his proclamations like affect your mind?
Affected Homelanders.
Seemed like. Oh, like a halo. No, replacing the Jesus. No.
Yes.
No. What the hell? No. Oh,
it's so good.
I hope the next episode starts off with a big old Elizabeth Shue. Oh, religious vision. Gang.
Fellow rejects, when do you usually realize you forgot to eat? For me lately, it's like I look up, it's halfway through the day. I've been at the office, editing, reacting, prepping for shows and movies, talking, meeting, business, and I just have not ate. And right now, nutrition has become very important for me again because I'm currently training to do a Spartan race, running more, trying to build my endurance up. So I need not just caffeine and vibes, I need actual nutrition. And that's where HUEL has been a daily go-to for me for like well over a year now. It helped me a ton when I was cutting last year, when I made a big deal about dropping all that weight. And now for performance, it's helping me keep me consistent. Even Coy right now, he's on a cut. I see him drinking this stuff all the time. He took the last of my favorite flavor, the chocolate peanut butter. Thanks, Coy, for doing that. Happy to order more using my promo code. But anyway, we keep a ton around here. The HUEL Black Edition ready to drink. The complete meal in a bottle. 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, slow release carbs, no artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors, and gluten-free, dairy-free. Actually helps keep me full, plus it's under $5. Then when I got a little more time, I use the Black Edition powder. You can blend it with frozen fruit and ice. Sometimes I blend it with hydration. Same complete nutrition, just more customizable. So if you're like me, where you got racing thoughts and your days just feel chaotic, you don't have time to meal prep, this makes staying on track easy. I also really love their daily greens quite a lot. So Reject Nation, if you'd like to get on this bandwagon, limited time offer, you can get a HUEL today with my exclusive offer of 15% offline with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting Reject Nation once again.
We've just made it to the end of the first half of the final season of The Boys. If you are with us at this point, you leave a like. That'd be super. Two, you could subscribe, hit the notification bell, be notified when the next Boys episode comes your way. That'd be radical. Also, if your body is lacking for a hot spring into summer fashion, we got a new Daredevil Born Again inspired t-shirt at the rejectnationshop.com, which is pretty, I don't want to swear too hard, but it's pretty badass. All right. So go take a look at that. You can save yourself a little discount as well if you join up over the Patreon page, patreon.com/TheRealRejects, where on top of that, you can sync up with your own copy of The Boys and watch the full-length reaction watch along. It's a good time over there. Appreciate y'all for being here. Gang, we're halfway. Gregory.
I'm okay with going last.
Coy.
You know, as a devout Christian, this episode really offended me. I really struggle with all of the blaspheming. I really, really like that this show has to escalate. You know, you're in a 5th season of a show that's been lasting and always pushing boundaries, and it's really interesting to find new things they haven't really touched on. It really is fun to see the comic booky dynamic of having a team fight, and like there's always, you know, a Deus Ex Machina, there's always like a mechanism to cause the battle, and to use a villain hero in a physical way and do all that stuff to make a territory make them fight is really fun. I thought that was clever. It's also a good way to keep Gen V, you know, V1 from getting out. Like there's a lot of built-in rules there, but I really enjoyed an episode where we got to see a bit of a comic book dynamic of frustrations and teammates getting out. It felt like the inner fighting of the gang, but heightened. It was good to see Frenchie get to lead. And that's like, you know, a plot, but it serves the greater like forwarding of the plot, and that's hard to do for you know, an 8 hours of insanity when we've had this crazy revelation at the end of the first episode. So I keep wondering with the endings how they can pace themselves to get to the next thing. I love that we planted the seeds of the O Father to have some sort of power we don't fully understand that can help further this, but it also ties into the classic like rebranding and repositioning and all the details of Firecracker going against all of her beliefs because that is what she would do and what she continues to do. We've got the dynamic between the two of the most powerful soups out there being father and son, and that tying into the religious element that they're setting up. But most of all, what people are willing to swallow in order to feel like they're right. The tribalism of the human brain is fascinating. Like if you devote yourself to something, the leaps, the contortion, the bends you'll do to be like, no, that's what I believe. And the show's just showing the hypocrisy of that in such a beautiful way. We have a person in power that buried his wife in a golf course for tax write-offs, and people claim that's a man of faith and follow that same, like, it's beautiful to see a show hypocrisy in creative and inventive ways because it just shines a flashlight on stupidity and hypocrisy and just aggressive, please give me something to believe because I'm too weak to have my own thoughts. And I love it. I have a lot more to say, but holy shit, what a show.
I think the irony here is that if you peppered every 4th or 5th sentence with like a praise the Lord or hallelujah, you'd have a real preacherly demeanor.
If I had less faith in humans by having more faith in a fiction, or if I had less actual soul and could profit off, I would absolutely use these skills because it's like what they do, and it's beautiful to see it called out. Like there's so much profit in dumb. And the show is getting to profit off of the dumb in a new way. Like there is stupidity in superhero content. There is infantilizing in having a similar structure told over time. So the show touches on that, and the show touches on brands, and it touches on commercialism. But now to literally make money on a giant buy anything you can platform by going, hey, sheep, while being a platform to shepherd. Layers.
Steeped in irony, most certainly. And two, the way that people cognitively distort in order to maintain positions of power. I am very curious as to what the development could be with Firecracker, if there may be a late stage come to Jesus moment there, because Faith might, I don't know, I feel like all these characters are pitiful and bankrupt enough that I don't count on their faith prevailing, but I feel like somebody in this conversation has to have a moment of faith or some kind of moment of clarity, and certainly we've set up the seeds for, the tension with Homelander and the rift with the Triangle and Soldier Boy and all that stuff. So very fun, very fun. I'm very curious too, because there are other comic book, obviously, ideas about magic and the supernatural versus the scientific. And while I don't expect any great expansion into anything truly supernatural, I think it's an interesting flavor to add and to play with in a media where, again, Superman is averse to magic. I don't know, it's just like an interesting thing to play with. But I like this episode a lot in terms of just the balance between, it's like 2 fetch quests and a side mission, but for the midpoint of a season, I thought it did the thematics well, came up with a good game in, this place where everyone's worst sort of inclinations are coming out, and you get the fun of that with Frenchie. But you also, I feel like, especially in the last season, you want that momentum of like anything that can go wrong will go wrong, or anything that needs to come out will out. And I feel like, they took what could have been a wheel spinner episode and made it feel just as vital and just as, momentous as the show has felt thus far. So I thought this was real strong. And two, it's nice to get a vibe shift with an obvious touchstone, but that has enough that you could go man, who is this guy? I want to see more. But then you'll get this other show that'll probably cover that. So, it gives you just enough to be neat addition, but I'm not upset that we're not unpacking this or whatever. But those are just some dome thoughts. Last up, are you ready? Are you warmed up yet?
I was just listening to you guys.
No, you're good. You're good. We can take it again.
I like hearing what you guys have to say, and then I'll just say not repeat what you guys say. That's all I'll do. There was that one line where it was the perfect summation of what is wrong. I've talked about it. I feel like I've really, as the one here who grew up a very devout Catholic.
Yes.
I was an altar boy because I wanted to be an altar boy.
You took it on yourself to pray after school.
I was a born again Christian. I really was in the fucking thick of it.
Affirmed and everything.
I was really there. So I do have an empathy. Something that Coy doesn't have. I do have
at all.
I do have it.
0%.
I do have an empathy and understanding, and I'm friends with many people who are Catholic.
We love you too.
I am friends with Catholics and Christians. I am, and I don't know if this is true. I heard someone say that Gandhi said this. I don't know if this is true, but there was something there's something along the lines of Gandhi saying I like your Jesus, but I don't like your people or your Christians, something like that. And Firecracker here, when they're trying to figure out how to make Homelander God and sell people on him being God, they're all this stuff of Jesus, accepting foreigners, forgiveness, love. That's the old Jesus
it's so outdated.
And I'm that's the ultimate irony of weaponizing Christianity and that hive mind of the dogma, of the fanaticism, is if you look at it, it doesn't line up with the actual values that they're saying you should have to be Christ-like. It's the complete opposite of being Christ-like. And I love how they just fucking said it.
Said it out loud.
They just said it out loud.
It's not in.
That get out, and because we're just we follow God, and then we have these political people who have now become certain camps' new God. And they don't even realize, like, they keep saying, like, thank Jesus, thank God, go to church, but it's not the same. Everything that you are championing is not the same thing as what it means to be a good Christian, you know? So that's like the strangest part of it all. And I love that this show really put a strong magnet, and it'll fly over everyone's heads who are like, who are in it or not gonna fucking hear it. But
they're commenting now.
I like how they actually puts a magnifying glass to it. And on the flip side, Starlight and her dad, that to me is an example of, like, even though there's the level of abandonment and everything that did occur, that is to me the forgiveness story. That is the atonement story. That is being a good Christian, you know, when he is clearly still a Christian and is someone who is going to church. He's like his buddy. He's like, I go to sit next to you every Sunday at church. So
we break bread together.
And so I do feel like this show does, because Annie and Frenchie in the last season had a lot of talk about God as well. And so as much as this show goes out against, the reason I brought that Gandhi quote was to be very specific, because this show goes against a certain group that likes to tout, like, this is what Jesus and God wants. But then there are good Christians out there who are like,
there are people who are living the message for its intended purpose.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that this show keeps Starlight in there, and then also had that whole storyline with the dad that subverted the expectations of a father who is forgiving. I kind of wish the storyline in the fungi world, like I think all the stuff with Homelander and Soldier Boy was very nuanced, and I love the deceit, and I love how affected Soldier Boy was at the end. I do wish that when we were doing, like, I was surprised by how physical damaging everyone was getting with each other. I wish there was a little bit more, like, I like the idea when they mess with the minds and then characters are saying the repressed shit. But when it was all said and done, it didn't feel like they said the repressed shit. I kind of felt like they were just being mean to each other. Yeah. They weren't actually saying stuff that would lead to, like, a bigger conversation or
right,
like,
and sort of healing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I kind of wish they did that, so that way we had some, like, bigger blowout, you know? It was kind of there. Kind of.
Well, and some better resolution, or a more cathartic resolution when everybody... We don't spend a lot of time saying sorries afterwards. There's Kimiko and Huey.
Other people got shot. We didn't even...
He's just chilling, man. He's just fine, I guess.
I was like, oh, he got shot. Then I was like, man, well, come on.
Yeah.
Did they say Soldier Boy's brother's name? That's where my memory with names is really
I don't
awful.
remember the character name. So I'm sure they said it.
I was trying to... the guy on the wall was not his brother, right?
No.
Okay.
I
don't think so.
Because I just want to see really quick if he says his name. Where's the name? We're listening to stuff. Okay. Jokes. My God. Okay. We're just hearing a bunch of, like, sex insults right now.
Okay.
It was that scene, wasn't it?
It was there.
It was the next scene? Must have been the next scene.
I just love that they're not rotten or dead to him.
They're just ugly.
They're just ugly.
If you're just listening to it, we're going to hear a little bit of stuff. I guess they never say his name.
And I don't think his brother's on the wall because he's like, I was just a rich boy to you. They both have have money.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, they can't be.
Yeah. That's true.
And
you could have stopped me a long time ago, Coy.
Wow, Coy.
Well, if he did say it, I wanted to say what his name was.
That's what you get for being compassionate toward religious people.
Yeah. I let you wait.
I will not be saving you. Out of the kindness
Find
of
your
my
own
heart.
savior. But I think the brother is going to be Jared Padalecki.
Yeah,
I think that's such a perfect opportunity to have him in, like, a little moment, but not have it be too beholden to continuity and canon. And, like, I think that's really special.
Yeah.
But who's Misha Collins going to be?
Someone in the flashback. But I also think there's a really cool inversion on, a lot of people think this is just attacking the right when they've done a pretty good job attacking everyone in their hypocrisy, in my opinion. Obviously, they lean a certain direction, clearly, but they have dabbled in all of the hypocrisy. But I really like the subversion of the, like, stereotypical nuclear family being just a baseline good. Like the brother obviously ratting her out, we expected, again, the X-Men moment and all those things, but it was really nice to subvert the show's maliciousness with that undercurrent of like, hey, this wholesome nuclear family is actually a good thing. Like there was never I was waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it didn't happen to scale, and it was really nice for a show that's traditionally like mean to find a goodness.
I do appreciate, because in rewatching it, I was actually struck that the first couple seasons weren't as mean as I remembered.
Yeah, it's a mean show.
I was like, this gets meaner and more rambunctious in terms of like, let's do insane, shocking stuff. And like, I think they've tempered it nice, because it doesn't feel like they've toned it down, but it feels like there is a more, I think because we're in the end game and it is desperate times and things are looking as bleak as they kind of can, that mirrors what's naturally happening in society, which is there is starting to be more credence placed upon earnestness and goodness and kindness.
And he was all the things that like they're showing the hypocrisy of organized religion, certainly, but you know, they made it really clear he was a religious man. They made it really clear the stepmom was supporting her. They made it really clear like all the things that are usually villainized if you're doing this kind of story also had the other side. So like you mentioned like the atonement element, but I even just the idea of like this, you know, 3-person family that there isn't like was kind of nice to see. We don't see a lot of media go like, and sometimes families are good.
And they had their freaking dinner.
Yeah, like it was really nice to feel that, especially in a show you don't expect. Like, what if nice things happen too?
And that moment of humanity, like I think it is, as much as, you know, it's a good moment of tension, but I do appreciate in this world that he is able to get through to that guy because of all of the mounting evidence from our real lives experience. You know, even if you don't believe this one thing because I lied to you and I didn't tell you about this huge bomb I'm sitting on.
I do think the brother stuff could have been a little stronger.
Yeah, it was very X-Men. Like, I literally have seen this thing.
It was the most straightforward.
Yeah, the resolve too. Like on the Dunkin' Donuts one. He really seemed a little too receptive.
Like,
so
you know,
healing begins. I don't
chocolate cream does change our relationship.
I mean, to be fair, the power of dunks.
I feel like we just needed a little bit more there.
This is the first episode where it, like we've been talking about the first 3 episodes, 3, where we were like, pacing's great, even though it's the last season. This episode I was like, there's a lot going on where they're having to wrap stuff up. Like this is clearly Frenchie's last big hurrah. They have to wrap up Kimiko and him maybe breaking up, or like plant that seed. They've got to give the brother a thing. Like this is the first episode. I was like, this would have been 2 maybe.
How do you feel about this? Would be really the last thing I more question rather than criticize Kimiko's assessment on the psychology of them both, because I was like, I think you're also attracted to chaos too, Kimiko.
I think she was. They're trying to make it that she was, but I haven't seen enough of her not. Like her wanting kids makes sense because of her orphan and those journeys we've seen. And I think they're trying to connect too much to that equal stability.
Yeah.
And I think we need more stability. And plenty of people want to settle into having like a stable home life that aren't yet stable. And I feel like they're going like, she wants a family, so she's chill.
Yeah.
And like that feels a little too much on that one.
Well, it's like I don't feel like Frenchie's been given the chance to prove he doesn't want chaos. He was just in an internment camp for like a year, you know.
Dude went through it.
And they're like on a mission, you know. So there's like a lot there. I'm like, I don't feel like that was really quite
and he did
fair assessment.
That whole like self-punishment, like isolation in prison thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's enough stuff. And too, on an episode where he does have to be the one to step up, I feel like that does something to a character. So
he might grow into someone that would want what they both want, which I hope happens.
It's a thing where, because I feel like the weaker point of this episode is mainly just like the coda on all the boys stuff. It all feels like either a bit brief or a bit like, this feels like a greater conversation to have when we're like out of the situation and reflecting, not like, hey, before we get out of this creepy ass building, we shouldn't be together.
Yeah.
And I want them, hopefully, I don't think they will, because each episode feels like it has to go on its own journey, but next episode, a little bit of ramifications for like the blow up at each other, but I doubt that, because that's not generally the type of show.
I feel like it would be same episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think it would have just happened. And I think the Mother's Milk beat is the only one we're going to get. Like, between Butcher and him.
Brewing there. I feel like the whole, when they're sitting there sharing the beer, I could almost get a sense of like, I don't know, you're still not like happy being under Butcher's thumb.
I mean, there was a part there that I liked though, because Mother's Milk is constantly like, oh, you're a fucking, you know, toxic thing that I keep coming back to. And there's something here in this episode that sort of implied that he has accepted that Butcher will be in his life.
And that suit up felt very pointed to be in this episode.
Yeah.
Like the return of Mother's Milk
Yeah.
was a thing before they were breathing the anger dust.
Yeah, that's why I think he was like, we're good, because it's like at the end of the day, he's accepted that
this is
Butcher's always going to come back, and he's never really going to get rid of him, and yeah, it's his real brother.
That's heartwarming. That's family. In an episode about family, in part, we are all family under the Lord God, Homelander.
What do you think? Why do you think Homelander seemed so? Okay, my real last question. Why do you think Homelander seems? There was that beat at the very end with Soldier Boy when he's like, it's like I want to say he saw his dad as looking human in that moment, but I don't know if that kind of thing would really affect Homelander.
I think he hasn't seen him be anything except for the Marbler Man. So like, I think he's just trying to demean him. Like he was a moment of weakness, and so he saw a moment of he could belittle him.
It sort of struck me as the kind of thing Homelander, like, I don't know, Homelander has no respect or regard for emotions. So it felt a little bit like you crying? It's just sort of like, this is odd, but at the same time, it does make me wonder if you're onto something where like he can see, I don't know, he does deep down want his dad's approval somehow. And even though he's clearly trying to rile him up with all the, stuff from the past he's bringing up, I don't know. It does make me wonder about if there's any kind of glimmer from him about the humanity side or some kind of we can bond somehow or some.
Homelander usually retreats to cry in private, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe seeing
now he's found his people.
A masculine figure crying as well.
I do really respect the show on how, and the actors actually, especially Homelander and Antony Starr and Jensen Ackles and Antony Starr, because when they are in a dynamic together, Antony Starr does let him have the power in the scene.
Yeah, and that's crazy because he's the only scene he doesn't have power in. Especially this season.
Yeah, every scene he's in with him, he lets him be like under him, which is like that's actually pretty cool for like the star of the show.
Yeah,
and in this dynamic to understand that would serve the story better to let him have the power in these scenes. And then
really in every other scene, he's like it's so clear a different dynamic.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
Yeah, and that radiation chamber, pretty epic. Also, Butcher ruining Star Wars. Real upsetting there.
Villain arc.
I was going to say, is there anything we missed?
That was a good
sage
episode.
moment.
Great sage moment. I love her being back to being the master tactician.
And Noir confirmed just that guy. Still.
Not Homelander.
Just method acting.
Just method acting.
Yeah, that was a good bait and switch for the comic fans because I definitely think they were trying to manipulate us.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it gives it a certain amount of quirk.
Yeah, and I like the Manosphere pod growing in its importance.
The Deep will get a win someday. What did you guys think about this episode? Leave us your thoughts, your theories et al., and we will see you next week as we break into the second half. 4 more eps to go. Be well, people. Be good. Praise the Lord.